Hello, welcome back to the Trust Your Worth podcast, the podcast that helps you tap in to the power of knowing your worth. My name is Brittany, and thank you so much for joining me today, wherever you are joining me from. Mahalo, gracias. Thank you very much. So happy to be here with you. Okay, last week we talked about authenticity, and I hope that you were able to tap a little more into your truth, into your authentic selves. So if you didn't check that out, check out that episode. Yes, episode 27, I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Today, we're talking about building your community because we as humans are not meant to be alone. We need people to survive. It's scientifically proven, but I know, especially within a digital age, how hard it can be to make connections and to put yourself out there. It's scary. So today we are talking about building community. Okay, so let's start. Why is community important for your worth? Because not that we need outward validation, but in general, most people are happier when they are able to be useful, when they are able to help others. You cannot help another person without feeling some sort of way, without feeling the good vibes of doing it. Even begrudgingly when you help others, when you go, I don't know, shovel someone's walk, you kind of don't want to do it, but you do it anyways. And after you feel good, like, hey, I just hopefully brighten someone else's day. And it helps you to know that when you are contributing to society, you also get closer to the truth of who you are, to knowing your worth more. Because when you know yourself, it's a lot easier to help others when you trust your own worth, because you can see the worth in others as well. You can see that everyone is worthy of help and of love, and why not be the person to provide that? I think also being in a community helps us to grow. There are just some lessons we cannot learn without other people, whether they be hard ones, like hard relationships we've had, or unfortunately we can be in tough relationships. But no matter what, every time we're interacting with others, it gives us an opportunity to grow, to expand ourselves, and to recognize more of who we are. To find a purpose, to find out what bothers us, and also to find out what makes us happy. And in the pursuit of happiness and love, because your worth never changes, but how you interact with people can. And I hope that as you move through life with others and building this community, you find like-minded people that know your worth and help you to trust your own worth, just as you hopefully help them to know their worth and to know that they're worthy and they're loved. We want this to be a reciprocal thing. In terms of community, every community, if we think of it as like a little town, as a village, there is trade, there is commerce. So yes, it's mutually beneficial things that happen. There are interactions that hopefully benefit us all, like not necessarily with money, but within your community or this village you're building. It's important to know that you're there to help each other. But also, there's like a blessing and a burden that always comes with people. It's that, and this is something that I want to share, is that a hard truth about community is that you will probably be annoyed by people. It is the price you pay. Inconvenience and annoyance are cost, or the price we pay to have a community. Let me just read this quote. I will post this on the show notes, so please go read all of the show notes today. They're mostly Instagram posts because I love Instagram. But also I find it really helpful when you can read it yourself. Okay, so quote, "Being annoyed is the price we pay for connection and community. It can mean sharing space when it's inconvenient, showing up when you'd rather stay home, or hosting when you're tired. Somewhere along the way, our fear of discomfort turned into hyper-independence, strict boundaries, perfect routines, and no interruptions. But when our boundaries become too rigid, they stop protecting us and start isolating us. They become walls. And we wonder why we feel so lonely. We're paying for convenience with disconnection. We traded the messiness of community for the ease of solitude and lost something vital along the way. And I have definitely felt that. Like, I won't lie, COVID was a an interesting time for me because as an introvert, I don't think I realized how introverted I was until I didn't have to deal with people. I literally was on anxiety meds before COVID, and then I had all this time alone, and I was able to get off them because I wasn't dealing with people. But I do believe that there was a cost to my solitude. I found it hard to find out who I was. Like, I felt like I lost a part of who I was because that social side of me was completely gone. And I had to sort of figure out who I was, but I found it harder because I wasn't trying or interacting with new types of people or like old friends. Just like being with people really can help you discover who you are. I truly believe you can't grow without movement, because if you just sit down and not move in any direction, you're not making any progress. But when you're moving forward in pursuit of something, the minute you know it's wrong, you're like, oh, it's not the right path forward. I just have to like maybe take a couple steps back or take a new path, like, and just redirect. It's all about redirection. Like, when failures happen, it just means that wasn't right for me at that time. So I'm just going to move to a new things, but you have to be moving. And I found that in isolation, in the convenience of my solitude, of my peace, it just was so unfulfilling. It was lonely there. So community is so important because even though it's inconvenient, it definitely can be to be a community member. It's important for you to do things that are inconvenient to you, because that is just the price we pay for community. I was inspired to do this episode because I was thinking, well, I've just been finding it hard to find a new community as my friends have changed, as I've gotten older. It seems harder to make friends as an adult. I'm 37, and my church, the Mormon church, is very good at community. They're excellent at it. They literally have activities almost every day of the week, and you can see those people a lot of times. And when I found, as I've gotten older and I've sort of stepped away from the church a little bit, I've been finding it so hard to find a new community. So I wanted to talk about it. And also I was reflecting on this, and I remember being at hygiene school. I made these friends and they had decided to move, and I was like, oh, well, I'd love to hang with you guys. Like, how about I just help you guys pack, and after we can just get some ice cream. And they looked at me in shock. And I was like, is that not a normal thing to say? And they're like, why would you want to help us like clean our house and move? And I'm like, I'm your friend. If my friend's moving, like, why would I not help them move if they needed help? And they're like, but you don't want to spend your night cleaning our fridge? I was like, no, I'd be happy to. Like, I just want to spend time with you guys. And if I can be helpful, that's awesome. And then the more people that help, the quicker we can get to the ice cream and to the hanging part and just enjoy each other's company while we're just trying to accomplish something. And I was so shocking to me that I was like, do your friends not help you with things? Like, I think because I had grown up in the church, like, where if somebody's like, oh, somebody's moving, who can help? There's a plethora of people who are just willing and happy to share their time because they know when they need help. When I would ask for help, I know that I could probably get like, I don't know, 5 to 10 people who would just come help me move. Actually, that did happen. We had like 15 people show up to my house when I needed help moving. And I was so grateful and so happy. But it's so interesting now that I'm outside of that. I have struggled to find community a little bit, but I feel it's important. So there's a couple things I want to bring up. Let's talk a little more about another cost of community is starting to build your community brick by brick. Like, it's gonna cost you two things. It's going to cost awkwardness and it's going to cost vulnerability. These are the costs of making new connection. You are going to have to be vulnerable. You're going to have to put yourself out there. It's going to be awkward. Like, meeting people is hard. You do have to put yourself out there, and do not be afraid to start conversations first, even though it's hard. So you're going to have to take it one step at a time and just like go to the party or sign up for that thing. Whatever it may be. Sign up for things that interest you so you can find like-minded people. So if you're into sports, that's like the easiest thing. I play volleyball. I have a new team. We've got some new members. I do know them, but I don't know them well. So I'm excited to get to know my new teammates a little better. The people I know that have a large community, it's because they've reached out. They've done things first. They talk. They ask questions. They genuinely try to get to know people, and they set that intention of trying to build connections. So the step number one, you gotta go where the people are. You can't expect to build a community sitting in your house hoping they'll walk through your door, walk through your living room. Hey, Brittany, what's up? Let's build a community. You can't do that. You gotta go where the people are. So find something that interests you. That makes it easier because then you know the people are there, like something that you like. So it's important to build with intention. There's another reel I watched. I'm going to summarize it for you. But basically, when you're building your community with intention, it means that you need to show up. That it means you need to be a good community member, or she puts it as in the village, you have to be a villager, a good villager. So when people ask for help, you need to show up. If you have committed to something, you have to show up. You have to go. Unless you have a valid reason. So even if you don't feel like going that day, or even if you're tired, but you committed to going, you just have to push through that and go, because you can't expect others to do it for you. And also it's the intention of doing it. You made the intention. You have to keep that to yourself. Again, it helps you to trust yourself and to know like, hey, I'm a person who is trustworthy. I keep my commitments. And if you actually have a valid reason, you have to tell them why you can't show up, and then immediately make a plan to choose another time. Like, hey, so sorry I can't make it. I'm literally puking my guts out, but can we get a coffee next Tuesday, please? So that person knows that you are still intending to build a foundation of community with them, that they are important to you, so that they know that you're trying to build community. So one example I give, one time I didn't know how to reach out. So this app kept popping up on my phone. It's called Time Left. And basically you sign up for a dinner with 5 other strangers. You do have to pay. It's not too much money to like set up the dinner, and then you pay for your own meal when you show up at the restaurant. And the whole day I was going, I'm going, I'm not going. I'm going, I'm not going. And I was like, no, I set aside this time, because literally I had this plan for a month. And I wasn't feeling it, and I genuinely was really tired, but I am so happy that I kept to my intention and I went to that dinner. And even though I didn't like make any new friends out of it, I had a great and enjoyable time. Like, it was a great dinner. I got to know new people and what life for them was like, and I was just excited to be out and social again. Like, it really just gave me so much hope that I can build a community if I want to. And even though I didn't connect as much with the people there, I'm totally proud of myself for putting myself out there and know that I can have the intention of building that community. So step number 1, go where the people are. Step number 2, show up, be a good villager. Step number 3 to build community is to ask for help. So once you've started to build a community, ask your community for help. It doesn't have to be large. Like, let's just say you need help weeding, but it allows others the opportunity to serve and to get to know you better. It sort of breaks the ice and lets them know, like, oh, they asked me for help. Maybe I can ask her for help. And you can, like I said before, a village has commerce. It has, these reciprocal interactions, and community is everyone building together. So when we need help, it's okay to ask for help. Honestly, to me, it's the biggest sign of strength to know your limits and to know when you need help. And I know that your friends and people who love you are totally willing to help you. I wish my friends would ask me for help. I think as a single gal, they're like, especially my married friends, I know they've said this to me too. I'm like, why don't you ask me to watch your kids? Like, I'd be totally happy to. I'm like, no, you're living your single life. Like, it's okay. Like, I don't want to bother you. And I'm like, no, I'm your friend. Like, I'd be honored to be bothered by you. I'd be honored to help you if I can. I love you and I want to help in ways that I can. So if you need somebody, like, I'm here for you. Like, I can watch your kids, let me know. And if I'm busy, like, I will just let you know that, like, I had a prior commitment, whatever, whatnot. But if I'm free and I can help, like, I want to help. I'd be so happy to, as a way to show my love, because I find it hard to express my love sometimes. And one of my favorite ways to express my love is to serve and to help. And so when you just ask me outright, I love it. I also get relieved sometimes. I'm like, oh, you need help? Oh, yes. Oh, just guide me in where you want me to help you. Instead of me making up ways, I can show up for you. It's just easier if you're direct. And I do appreciate that directness. So a great way to build a community is to just ask for help if you need it. Okay. And the fourth thing I want to talk about is holding on to your intention and being brave enough to keep to that intention and just try. Just put yourself out there. It may feel like, why is it always me who's asking people to do this? Why is it always me making the plans? Why is it always me? Try not to see it that way. See it as, I am intending to build this community and it's going to take time and it's going to take effort. Everything worth having takes effort. It takes intentionality. So remember your intention that, hey, I'm trying to build this community. I'm trying to build a foundation with you. So I'm going to put time and energy into building these relationships, building this community. So do it. Put yourself out there. I promise you, even though it's scary, it's worth it. Like, for example, that time left dinner, even though I didn't come out with a community, I'm so proud of myself. And I still had a great time interacting with new people. And I feel more brave to try and put myself out there. Oh, I do remember the other thing I did try was I signed up for a tap dance class, and I was like, oh, I'll build a community at tap dance. And then I was just like too intense in the tapping and I was too nervous. I didn't really say hi to anybody because no one did. And I wish I had handled that differently, because I'm sure I could have made a couple friends in that class. But I don't know. I was scared and I let my fear get the best of me, and I do regret that. So next time when I sign up for something, because I did sign up for it with the intention of making friends, and I forgot that intention. I didn't make any friends. So next time I'm excited, and now I have a little more courage with the time to try and make more friends and to put myself out there. I found this, my next pursuit in making community. I found this, I think it's just called Edmonton Girls Club. And I've been wanting to go to a couple of their meetups, but like, I just haven't been able to because the times they've had, I've been already had plans, but I'm excited. That is my next avenue to build more of a community in my life. And I am so grateful for the community I have fostered, for my beautiful, beautiful friends and family and my chosen family. I love you all so dearly. And I'm so grateful for you all, for inspiring me and helping me when I needed help. And it's just so great to know that I am a part of a strong community, that people do love me and are happy for me and excited for me, just as I am excited and happy for them. And no matter where our lives have taken us, like, I just know in a second I have people I can rely on, and that is such a comfort and a peace to me. And it just makes me feel so loved and honored, really, to be a part of such an excellent community. So I hope that you can find your community. Okay, I'll post this article. They just had a couple of suggestions to you on, especially if you're an introvert like me. to help build your community. So one of them is invite your friends to do specific things, because vague social interactions can be kind of overwhelming. So if you invite them specifically to like a concert or a museum exhibit or like something to do, it's like easier to go out and do it. Don't be afraid to overlap your friend groups. If you have people who you think are great, and they just don't know each other, and you think introducing them to each other and just all hanging out together would be a great time, then do it. Don't be afraid to introduce your friends to your other friends. They already have somebody in common, and that's you, and they love you. So why wouldn't they find other mutual interests? Stay in touch with your friends who are not by you. I know it's a lot easier to feel close to people who literally live by you or like in close proximity, but there are people I still communicate with who I love dearly, and they're like my bestest friends, and I love just checking in with them and talking to them and being involved in their lives, even though I'm far away. Like, I really appreciate being able to at least text, or sometimes we have calls, and they're important to me, and I really just love hearing from them. Yeah, stay in touch with your friends who are far away. And lastly, be patient with yourself. It's going to take time. You will try and fail. That's just part of the process. And finding the right community for you, people who hopefully uplift you and also help you to trust your worth a little more, and like to know that you're worthy. Find those people. Find people who you feel uplifted. Like, after you're just so excited, you're almost giddy. If you feel somebody is draining you, like, it's hard to like get the energy to go hang out with them, or you find your energy is completely sapped if you've hung out with them, then those are probably not the right people for your community. So just be aware of what's happening with your energy when you're trying to build it. You're going to find them. I promise you, you will. You'll do it. Okay? So your worth work this week is to invite a friend to do something, to build on a foundation that you already have. And hopefully it gives you the courage to branch out into meeting someone new or trying someone new. But for now, I just want you to keep it easy. Just keep it simple. Just catch up with an old friend, or just go out and enjoy the community that you have right now. Just plan one simple thing to do with your friend, whether it's like going on a walk with them, getting a coffee. Like, it doesn't have to cost money. Just having them over for dinner, or just, I have a good friend, Danielle, who lives close. She literally just comes over and we just chat. And it's great, and I love it. So yeah, enjoy someone's company and enjoy someone's spirit. And I hope that this helps you and inspires you to build an amazing community. As always, you can find me at trustyourworth.com, or on Instagram at trustyourworthpodcast, and TikTok. Sorry, I'm catching up on all those, and on YouTube as well. Still catching up on it. I will get there. And if you want to follow me on my fun page, that is at Brittany L on Instagram and TikTok. So yeah, just talking about movies and stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of my community. I'm so grateful for you. Doing these episodes and this podcast just inspires me and the community that we're building. I'm so grateful for you being here. So thank you. Okay, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.